Hashtag Truth Podcast. Hashtag Truth. Speaking truth. Yeah, we'll never back down. Hashtag Truth. Shining light on the underground. Hashtag Truth. Uncovering what they don't want known. Hashtag Truth. Uncovering what they don't want known. Hashtag Truth Podcast. We're never alone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight, episode 512, we have the one, the only, Brother Silas, and I see you have a friend behind you, sir.
Friend is an understatement. This right here is my protege. Malik is my right hand. You can see he's sitting at my right hand. Malik is my right hand of destruction. Malik is the one that I brought in originally, and Malik has been with me ever since. And Malik understands that our mission is but one thing, and that's to punish all the transgressors and sycophants in this world.
We're going to get to all that and a lot more really soon in this interview, but I'm going to make a few announcements first. I'm going to share a couple of posters from local shows, including the one that you guys frequent, and then we're going to get right back into talking to Brother Silas. So let's get through these real quick. NWA is holding their 9th annual Broadcast Stampede Sunday, January 12th at the Brett County Fairgrounds. Doors open 3, bell time 4. Adults 10, kids 5, 5 and under free. 30 men will end, only one will win. It's an over-the-top battle royal. You don't want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. 2025 ACCW Live up there at Midnight in Midnight, North Carolina at the Midnight Center. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a great show. Go on ACCW on Facebook to check out all the promos and videos for that show. It's going to be excellent. Also, Wrestling Evolution presents Evolution 1 Saturday, January 18th at the Cross Country Campground in Denver, North Carolina. Bells open. Bell time is 7, doors open at 6. I really do speak English, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. HWA on the 11th of January. You don't want to miss that 217 Gilkey School Road. We have a new HWA heavyweight champion, Spotlight Scotty Brooks. And Big Country is no longer in professional wrestling due to that. We're going to have Scotty Brooks on next week, and we're going to talk all about that and a lot more. Now, EPW. Ball Drop Beatdown, January the 3rd, first show of the year. Brother Silas, that's going to be a big show.
It is. My Reaper, Nick Fury, will be defending his belt, his EPW Heavyweight Championship. Unfortunately, against 2 other men. He'll be defending against Tommy Okami and Pony Johnson. They kind of tried to stack the deck against myself and the Reaper, as they always do. But I feel confident in the Reaper. I feel confident in his abilities as a champion and as a professional wrestler to continue to hold that EPW Heavyweight Championship and keep it within the reckoning.
I got you, man. We got a lot of people coming on here. Let's have your question for just a second. I promise I'll get back to you. Missy said, Scott, you sound like you are in a tunnel. Why do I sound like I'm in a tunnel? Okay. Let me turn on my mic a little bit. Maybe that will help. Let's see here. Does that help a little bit? There we go. All right. Brian Scott said, hello, fellas. A proud member of the Silas congregation here. You got members all over the place.
Good to see you, Brother Brian.
Chance Ryder said the belt your faction cost me. Chance Ryder. So what do you think about that?
You know, that's such a shame. Chance Ryder is such a great and up-and-coming talent. He's got everything going for him. He looks like $1 million. He wrestles like $1 million. The only problem is he's got about 6 cents worth of brain up there. You see, if he had any sense, he would be standing on the side of myself and Malik. But you see where he's at.
I do very much so. Missy said, I think your reverb is too high. Okay, well, let's turn down my reverb then. Is that better?
Yes.
How does that sound? How does that sound, Missy? Let me know. All right, Missy's question was, who trained you, Brother Cyrus? I know we're getting out of character in this question, but who trained you, sir?
Nobody. So, just a long story short, my son started training to be a professional wrestler.
Okay.
To stay as true to this character as I possibly can. What I can tell you is there was a need for someone like myself. I have spent many years watching professional wrestling, watching people like Kevin Sullivan, Jim Cornette, Father James Mitchell, these guys, J.J. Dillon, these guys that I grew up watching. And I take a lot of inspiration from those guys.
I got you. I like that. And I have seen you work. So I know you're a great manager and you got great mic skills, which we will see later on in the show when we show your promo. So, a manager, I don't think people get too bent out of shape if a manager isn't, trained like a wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
What people don't understand about Brother Silas is I'm not just a manager. If I wanted to get in that ring, I could. I'm a former athlete. I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I did powerlifting for a while. So if I wanted to get in the ring, I could. I just choose to be a leader instead of a participant in such barbaric acts as that. That's why I have this fine, upstanding gentleman right here beside me.
Okay, so to make it clear, you have a family that surrounds you. Tell us who the whole family is. Who do you consider family at EPW?
So we have myself and Malik, the Alpha and Omega. We also have the Reaper, Nick Fury, who is the EPW World Champion. We have the Blackheart, Tyler Storm, who is one of our newest recruits.
Okay.
And a phenomenal recruit, by the way. I couldn't ask for more. And we have the Forgotten Son, Uriel. Uriel is a very, very, very young in his career, but Uriel has a lot of heart. He has a lot of want, and Uriel will take orders well.
Okay. That's what you need, all right? I mean, in a family, you got to have, everybody has their job, right?
There's a pecking order in this, Scott. There's a pecking order. You see, I sit on the top of the totem pole.
Okay.
Just below me is Malik. Nobody will ever take Malik's place. Malik has been with me since the beginning. And then you have the others.
Heavyweight champion?
Excuse me?
Not even the heavyweight champion?
No, not even the heavyweight champion. Not even the heavyweight champion. Malik, you have to understand something. Malik is not only a great asset, as you can tell, but Malik is the very definition of loyalty. Malik, I call him my son.
Right.
And Malik will follow me into battle. Malik will lead the charge, and Malik will destroy anybody that opposes me.
An enforcer, if you will.
Destroyer is what I like to call him.
Okay, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, you got people who love you and people who don't. Alicia Love, great professional wrestler she is. She said that whole group is full of meanies trying to baptize me while trying to support my man. Y'all need a hug.
So Miss Love has always found herself on the wrong side of the reckoning as well for whatever reason. Miss Love could have found herself on the right side of the reckoning, but she chose to stay on her side. That's a choice, Scott. Life is about choices, and that's what these folks can't seem to understand. Everything is a choice. You either make the right choice or the wrong choice. We're the right choice.
I got you. Here's a great question by Luke Childers on the bottom line. He said, "What is your Mount Rushmore of managers?"
Paul Ellering, Jim Cornette, Bobby Heenan.
Oh yeah, the brain, baby.
And J.J. Dillon.
Okay. Why doesn't anybody give Brother Love the time of day, man? Come on, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I love me some Brother Love, man. I mean, you're called brother too. I mean,
we're cut from a different cloth there, Mr. Larson.
I got you. Tommy Scott said it is great to see your face, Brother Cyrus. And what's up, hashtag? That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here talking to Brother Cyrus, and he's telling me all about his family and how they're dominating EPW right now. So it's always great.
What I like to get across to people, Mr. Larson, is it seems like this right here is a kind of an about me segment. So I'll give you a little history. You see, what people don't seem to understand is they see us as villains. They see us as the bad guys, when in essence, we're the good guys. We only want to correct the wrongs of society, Mr. Larson. You see, our mission sits in the void between time and space. Our mission sits in that space between a blink and a tear. And people can't see that. They can't see that we want the best for people. And we don't want them to be prideful, to be vain, to be envious. We don't want this. We want people to be like us. And if they're not, then our war is waged against them. I get called cheater out here every week. Let me ask you a question. When you're in a war, is there any cheating? Was it cheating when we dropped a 20 megaton bomb on Japan to stop that war? No, that wasn't cheating. That was a means to an end. Meet my 20 megaton bomb.
That's what I've always been told. I got you. I understand what you're saying, but sometimes you stroll the line out if you do things behind the referee's back. If you do wouldn't that be considered cheating?
No, it's a means to an end. If I see things going wrong, I correct it. Sometimes these referees are blind. Sometimes they're paid off by management who's obviously against us. So if something's going wrong, I correct it. That's what a leader does.
Now I understand that. There are a lot of blind referees out there. I can definitely agree with you on that one. Tommy Scott, talking about you, said he has taken a bump from the Boogie Woogie Man before, so he can definitely take it. Chris Thunder Anderson, great wrestler, said if you are in a bar and 100 guys are trying to kick your butt, you can have 4 to help you. Who are you picking?
Well, the first person I'd pick is this gentleman beside me right here.
Right.
I don't know if Mr. Thunder is speaking of professional wrestlers or people outside the industry or something like that. But if I had to pick 4 gentlemen, it would be Malik. It would probably be Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Francis Ngannou and Royce Gracie. That's your 4.
Wow. Okay, that's a pretty good start right there, I'll tell you, without a doubt. Ryan Scott said, you are all welcome to join the family of Church of Brother Silas. Problem is, some choose to fight against him. I think you were saying that. That's exactly what you were saying.
Brother Brian and Brother Tommy see what I do, and they appreciate what I do.
Tommy said, Malik has been there for Brother Silas through thick and thin. I think he meant Silas. He said Elias, but I think he meant Silas. Sierra said, is there a right side, though?
Yes, there is a right side. The right side is the side of truth and of redemption. That's the right side. Standing on the side of people, just for an example, Friday night, Pony Johnson decided to put his hands on me. Pony Johnson will be a great asset to me. Pony Johnson is strong. He's a great warrior. He's too vain. He's too prideful. He wants gold. This man right here has gold. He is the super heavyweight champion. And do you know how much that means to him? Nothing. Zero. If it came down to it, he would drop that gold and destroy everybody in his path. Gold means nothing.
You can't say gold doesn't mean anything. I mean, to be a champion, it takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah, but what are you champion of? Let's take Nick Fury, for example. Nick Fury is a great champion. Nick Fury is on the side of Brother Silas. Nick Fury is a champion of the reckoning. Even though his belt says EPW, he is the reckoning's champion. He's not these people's champion. And the problem with people like Pony Johnson and Jet Morris is they come out here and they're the champion for these people instead of their families, instead of the people that support them.
I'm totally confused because me, myself, I would want the people behind me too. So you're saying, don't worry about the people, just whatever your family wants you to do.
You mean the same people that every week calls me a cheater? That every week is terrified of this man. Terrified. We don't want fear, Scott.
I mean, they only call you a cheater when they see you cheating, though.
But what's cheating? What's cheating? It's called winning. It's winning.
Okay. Winning by any means necessary. I got you. Brian says Malik likes giving hugs. I'm sorry, Malik, for mispronouncing your name. Please don't beat on me. Malik likes giving hugs. They are just deadly. Okay. I got you. Lazarus Black said, "What's up, bro? I'm at work, but I wanted to stop and just say what's up. What's going on, Lazarus? Welcome to hashtag Truth Brother." Tammy Love said he is on the wrong side. He's a chicken, and that's why he can't get in the ring. He's got more mouth than he can back up. That's why he won't. Love loves you on the right side because he's on the wrong side with Satan. Ooh, wow. That's harsh words right there.
And you see, that's what I'm talking about. It's judgmental. It's judgmental. We pass judgment on nobody. If anything, they pass judgment on themselves by opposing us. So that's the people I'm talking about. Do you want to be a champion of people like that who accuse me of being evil? I'm not evil. There's nothing evil about us. We're good men. We just want people to follow the right path. That's all.
And that's your path and no other path, right?
That is the path. It's not mine. It's not Malik's. It is the path.
Sierra said denial is more than just a river. I like that.
She's quite the wisecracker, is she not? Yeah, that's real cute, young lady.
Tommy said, I saw Brother Cyrus as a villain, and then I saw him live enough. I finally understood, and I bent the knee. There you go, man. You've got some people just bamboozled into believing every word that comes out of your mouth, right?
It's not bamboozlement, Mr. Larson. It's not bamboozlement. It's actually listening to somebody who has intelligence. It's listening to an educated man. You see, people don't realize that Brother Silas is an educated man.
Okay.
I don't talk this way just because it sounds good. I speak this way because I know the way. You okay, son? I know the way. And I know the truth.
Okay.
And the truth is, my way is the only way.
Missy wants to know, are you saying the reps at EPW are blind?
Some. I honestly think they're being paid off by management. But who knows? You can't prove that kind of thing.
I think she meant, I believe he is talking of wrestling, of all wrestling.
Well, if that's the case, Miss Childers, then I would say once again, Malik, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and Road Warrior Hawk.
Oh, that's another good one too. Brian said, get on the right side of Silas or get left lane. Okay. That's a good question, Missy. Does Malik speak? He is on a podcast. Do you speak, sir?
I speak when it's important.
Okay. To you, Sir Malik, do you do everything that Brother Silas tells you to do?
I do what's right for the reckoning. And I do what's right for justice. And these sinners need to be taught what the wrongs they are doing. And I'm just enforcing what my Father needs.
Okay. Have you ever disagreed with Brother Silas?
Everything Silas do, everything Silas say is the right thing. So there's no rejection from me. It's only destruction and torment and leading to the light of my Father.
Do you see how sweet and soft-spoken this young man is?
I
Do you see
I
that?
do.
There's nothing scary about him. But he is, look, you can have a beautiful weapon. I've seen many weapons throughout history that are beautiful pieces of art. Very soft lines, curves, but they are deadly. That's what Malik is. Malik is a beautiful creature, but when needed, he is absolutely deadly. And he is a machine that only I can control.
Now that's the key word. I was hoping you'd say that word. So in other words, you control him. He doesn't have a say-so in what he does. Is that what you're telling me?
Malik has perfect say-so in everything he does. But my word is law to him.
Okay. I got you. I'm starting to understand. Lazarus Black said, I'm not going to bend a knee because I, Silas, by any means, but I respect anyone that finds beauty in the chaos of war. There you go. Okay.
Lazarus, me and Lazarus think a lot alike. Unfortunately, Lazarus is too proud. Fealty is something that's needed within the reckoning. Some people don't like that.
Okay. Missy said, without those people, your family would be wrestling to an empty building when you were talking about all the people that don't follow you. What do you think of that?
I walked into this building while it was full. I walk into this building every week with it full. People want to see me. They want to hear the truth. They're just afraid of it. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of what it might feel like to stand on the side of Brother Silas because they might like it. And that scares them because it's not the common place to be.
I got you. Harry Bernard Taylor, Straight Up Wrestling Show, man. One half of that great team over there. Guys, go check them out. Harry and Christopher Burton, they do a great podcast over there. Definitely go check them out. He said, is that a poster of Malik? I just joined, so maybe I'm ignorant on the matter because Malik wasn't moving. He did kind of look like a poster back there, but no, Harry, he answered some questions. That is the real Malik back there. I can contest to that. Tammy said, we listen and we don't judge, but he wants it all about him, and cheating is not helping people. That's teaching these kids that believe in this kind of stuff how to cheat in life. Boy, Tammy's woo-woo. Tammy don't like you at all, sir.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Love, since you're listening to this right now, and I hope you're listening closely. Let me ask you a question. Is it better for these children that you're speaking of to see a man who would stand on the side of truth and redemption like myself and Malik? Or is it better to see someone stand in that ring who's prideful, who's envious, who stands in that ring for only one goal, and that's to take somebody else's property? That's what these guys are for. Do you think Jet Morris is here because he just wants to be here? No, he wants to hold gold. Just like Pony Johnson. Pony Johnson didn't wrestle Friday night because he wanted to show what a great warrior he was. Pony Johnson wrestled for a spot to wrestle my Reaper, Nick Fury, for gold. These people are greedy, they're envious, and they're vain. I would much rather a child of mine to see somebody that stood against that.
But Brother Silas, isn't that the goal in professional wrestling? To be the heavyweight champion, to be the champions, to be the face or faces of the company?
The goal is domination. The goal is complete and total domination.
But doesn't that go together with winning a championship?
If that means they give us a trophy, then so be it. The trophies aren't necessary.
Okay, I got you. Harry Brown said a lot of evil men have said they were good, Brother Cyrus.
A lot of evil men have said they were good.
That's what Harry said.
Define evil, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, okay.
Define evil. Some of these men that you call evil are very intelligent men. So
He
it's
also
your opinion
said
that they're
when a
evil.
man says he's the way, he is lying. Ooh.
I am the way, Mr. Taylor. No one will tell me I'm lying. Not to my face, anyways.
Misty said, I'm so glad I am saved by the blood of Jesus. He is my father. That's going to be a hard argument right there, sir.
No, here's what I say to that. Jesus was a good man. Jesus was not envious. Jesus was not greedy. I've never crossed Jesus.
No. Okay, there you go. Sierra said they're all brainwashed. The church is a cult. Oh, wow. Now you've been called a cult.
You see,
You're a cult leader, apparently.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the feeble-mindedness of these people that oppose us. Because I have men that follow me, I'm a cult leader now? No. They see me as someone who allows them to be who they truly are. You take this man for an example. Before he joined me, he was somebody he didn't want to be. This allows him to be who he truly is. This allows him to express himself the way he truly is. This allows him to bring out what's inside of him. And I am the one that allowed that. Not anybody else. Everybody else wanted him to be fun-loving, bright colors. That's what they wanted out of him. All I told Malik was, be who you are.
Please take this as a compliment, sir, but you remind me of somebody a lot. And I don't know if you know him. He's no longer a manager, but his name was Father Darkness. Do you know who Father Darkness is?
I've heard of him.
You remind me a lot of him. And every time he said the same words you did, it all fell apart. You want to know why? Because somebody in the group got greedy or didn't believe what you said or turned against you. Are you afraid that one day you're going to look at Malik and Malik will turn on you?
I'll never have Malik turn on me. That'll never happen. That has happened. We had a gentleman in the group by the name of Dagon. Dagon became weak. Dagon became envious. And what happened to Dagon? You see what happened to Dagon. And now Dagon is taking it upon himself to join up with Jet Morris and taking on this crusade of his to come against me. He was being
Right.
held back by 270-pound men on Friday night. They weren't holding him back. He didn't want what he thought he wanted. Because you
Chris
never know.
Anderson, when you were talking about Malik, he said, "Are you saying Malik is curvy?" you were describing. That's funny. I'm sorry. I have to give that to him. That was funny. I'll move on because I see him getting angry back there, and I don't want him angry. Lazarus Black said, "If you spill blood as much as I have, both of mine and others, you'd be proud too." Okay, I agree with that. Tommy Scott said, "Brother Silas, why do you refer to your opponents as Mr. Morris and Miss Love? Why do you?"
It's about respect. I refer to everyone by Mr. or Mrs. Unless we are familiar. Mr. Morris, Mr. Larson, Mr.
Okay.
Fury, Miss Love. It's about respect, and I am a man of respect.
Harry Bernard Taylor, I love this guy. If Brother Silas asks you to go on an island and he has packets of Kool-Aid, I suggest you find a way out, Malik.
So, Mr. Taylor, what you don't seem to understand is it wasn't Kool-Aid that you're speaking of. It was Flavor Aid. Educate yourself, young man.
Got you. We know what he's talking about, too. We're not going to go any further than that, though. Brian said, "Folks are so stuck on the word cheat when they are missing the fact that Silas only wants to reveal the truth." So you're replacing cheat with truth.
It's not cheating. I told you I'm waging a war. Is there any cheating in war? Is there?
No, I agree with you. There's no cheating in war. That I agree
This
with
is
you.
a war. We have a holy mission, and this is a war.
Missy Childers said Pony Johnson got the 1, 2, 3.
That's being discussed.
Oh, okay. So wait a minute. If Pony Johnson got the 1, 2, 3, is he the new champion or
No. Mr. Jet Morris was originally in the triple threat on the January 3rd show. It was supposed to be Nick Fury, Jet Morris, and Tommy Okami. However, Mr. Jet Morris took it upon himself to oppose the reckoning. And Mr. Jet Morris had himself an unfortunate accident at the hands of Malik. So instead of allowing the Reaper Nick Fury to face Tommy Okami in a one-on-one matchup, EPW management saw fit to find another opponent for him on January the 3rd. So Mr. Johnson wrestled my champion basically as an eliminator match.
Okay, I got you. Lazarus Black said, did he just say he never crossed Jesus? And he's laughing about it. Tommy said Dagon and Purge both have turned on Brother Silas, but the church is still stronger than ever.
Oh, yeah, Purge. Yeah, that's a forgettable moment, let me tell you.
Yeah, because you forgot all about him. You didn't even mention him till just now.
He didn't last very long.
Chris Thunder Anderson wants to know, did Malik eat Dagon? I don't know.
A million comedians out of work, and he's got to be.
Harry Bernard Taylor said, Jim Jones was intelligent, and I have to say you are very wise, Brother Silas. You have brainwashed some great wrestlers. Charles Taze, Russell, Brigham Young, and Ellen G. White has nothing on you. Wow. There you go.
Thank you.
He put me up there with some good names, man.
Thank you.
Dagon got sidetracked by moonshining hillbillies and lost his way.
That he did. That he did. And Dagon is the reason why I had to stand across the ring from one of my childhood heroes. Why I had to oppose one of my childhood heroes. Dagon is the reason why Purge left us, and Dagon is the reason why I got embarrassed in a ring 4-on-1 with Jimmy Valiant.
Gabriel has a good question. Hey, Silas, how'd that L taste last Friday, old timer?
So let me let you in on a little secret there, Mr. Larson.
Okay.
Gabriel, that's speaking right there,
Okay.
is my son.
Oh, okay.
Gabriel has decided to side with Ryan Mantis and form this team called the War Dogs. And they come out to the cheers and adulation of all these sycophants and transgressors in this place. When he has a home here, but he chose to take his home with Ryan Mantis.
So Gabriel, your son, strikes a chord with you whenever he's mentioned, it seems, because he has gone against his father. Is that correct?
You could say that.
I just did. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. And Malik back there looks like he wants to get his hands on him too. So Brian says Silas prefers Capri Sun over Kool-Aid. Okay.
Coffee.
Oh, Gabriel, see this. I can understand why you're upset now. A war that he's losing, laughing my butt off. War Dogs on top, baby.
The foolish rantings of a young child. He'll learn. He'll learn.
Missy wants to know, how would you talk fans into the building?
How would I talk fans into the building?
How
What would I say?
fans to the 122 Builders Court?
I don't have to. They come to see me. I took 3 months off to go on a pilgrimage. They hate me so much. When I came back, it was to a thunderous applause.
Speaking of thunder, he said, Chris Thunder Anderson said he would say, "Come into the building, please." Like you're
Smartest thing
begging.
he said all night. I came back to a thunderous applause, and there's video of it. You can go back and watch it. They wanted me back. They want to see Brother Silas. And it's just like I told you. They want what I can give them. They're just afraid of it.
Are you sure about the thunderous applause, or was it a thunder of booze?
Oh, no. There was no booze that night. The booze didn't start until I started laying waste to those that they hold dear.
You said I. You mean the family, right?
They are an extension of me.
Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, I got you then. Lazarus said, "I'm out, guys. Silas, keep spreading your reckoning and stick to your turf. You come to my turf, and I'll show you and your congregation what it feels like to be a Thanksgiving turkey." Ooh, snap. That sounds like a threat, sir. And an invitation at the same time. That's Lazarus Black for you, though. I've known him for quite a while. Lazarus says what's on his mind.
That he does.
Brother Anderson said, "Silas, don't mistake me having my own fun. I can back up anything and everything I say." Ooh.
Oh, Mr. Anderson, I don't doubt that one bit. I know who you are. I know who you are. Your name precedes you, sir.
Lazarus said, "Can verify everything Thunder says. He broke my favorite chair over my head." Oh, my goodness. He's just going to keep picking at you, sir. He said, "Man, this guy is so easy to tick off. This is hilarious." Your son just likes poking the bear, doesn't he?
Don't they all? Don't they all? Isn't that what children are for, is to get under their parents' skin?
I can agree with that, sir. I've got a 16-year-old that does it every day. I love her to death, though. Gabriel said, "I just got to tell him that he takes 1,000 L's every month, and he gets all worked up."
See, what most people consider as a loss, I see as merely a bump in the road. There's always a win in everything we do. One of my guys' shoulders may get pinned to the mat, but in the end, we win.
Okay. Brian confirms it was an applause, Scott. Malachi Mai said Thunder versus Malik. When? Ooh. Ooh. Would you accept a challenge, Malik? I'm asking you back there. Would you accept a challenge from Chris Thunder Anderson at EPW?
I back down for no battle. Back down for no fight. If he wants me to give him his last judgment, so be it. But I'm not held responsible what happens to his soul.
Okay, well there you have it. And I hope the owners, the two lovely young ladies who own EPW, I hope they're listening, because I think a challenge was just set at EPW. I would love to see that. Thank you for doing that on hashtag Truth too, guys. I appreciate that. Oh, that was same thing. Sorry. Harry said, "How can a good man lose his son?" I guess he wanted no part of the evilness that you and your men kept pumping out to the good people of Boiling Springs. Ouch.
You see, what I find humorous, Mr. Larson, is the fact that if you go back and watch some of Mr. Taylor's productions that he's put out on the internet, he praises me. And then he comes into this chat where other people are and opposes me. So who is the lost one, Mr. Taylor?
So are you trying to say, Brother Silas, that Harry Bernard Taylor is a sheep? Is that what you're saying? That he follows the crowd? He's a sheep?
I don't hear anything but a bunch of bleeding.
Okay, there you have it. Mary says hi. Hi, welcome, Mary, to hashtag Truth. We are talking to Brother Silas and Malik in the back there. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for showing up, Miss Mary. Gabriel said, Harry Bernard Taylor, nah, I didn't join him because he was my stock wouldn't have gone. Oh, he didn't join him because his stock wouldn't have gone up. Ryan and I are doing just fine with a 1-1 record. Silas and his little cult have a worse record than the Saints right now. Oh my goodness. He is, wow. That's Brother Silas, you're the dad. If my son talked to me like that, I'd bend him over my knee, man. I'm just saying. I don't care how old he is. At what point are you going to do what you got to do?
You ever read the story of Abraham, Mr. Larson?
Yes, I have many times.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay, I got you. Q-test, decals, and more. Welcome to hashtag Truth. I think I said that right. Silas, what's it feel like to be a goth Tony Robbins? Wow.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. Somebody comes on here to oppose me under a false name. I have my own name out there. Malik has his name out there. Mr. Larson, you have your name out there. And
That's
somebody
true.
wants to call me a name? What are we in grade school now?
I can kind of see your side, Brother Silas, because of everybody that's come in, there's only been one or two that agrees with you, and it seems like everybody is stacked against you. Is that the same thing at EPW? Do they always stack the odds against Brother Silas?
It is. It is. And if you look back through history, the greatest men have always been opposed by greater than they lead. But they always win.
Okay.
The great men always win.
Chris Thunder Anderson said Harry Bernard Taylor is a bad man. Yes, he is, because he is a boxing champ, Golden Gloves champion. I wouldn't mess with him, Brother Silas. He's liable to knock you out with a good right hook. I'm just saying.
If he can get to me. I've got 6'4" and 500 pounds that says he can't get to me.
Oh, okay. I can't argue with that. There's nothing I can say to that. In total agreement. Misty said, now, Gabriel, I was liking you, but don't mess with my Saints. That's funny stuff right there. Oh, I'm not going to say the last word, but Gabriel said Abraham didn't sacrifice Isaac.
Yeah, he didn't, but he was going to.
He was
I
going
just said
to.
if you read the story, I didn't say it would end the same way.
That's exactly what that. I agree with you. Sean Duffy, my West Coast connection. Yes, hello and good evening from Fallon, Nevada. All right. We are here talking to Brother Silas and Malik in the back, having a great time. We don't forgot about the way I run my show, ladies and gentlemen. This has been such a great conversation, but we are going to do the two things that I have left. I guarantee you, we're going to knock out a few more of these comments. Gabriel said knocking Silas out is the single least impressive thing now. Literally everyone has done it. Wow.
Yeah, people have been getting awful familiar with it lately.
Wow. Have you ever thought about a father versus son match? Uh-oh, he's shaking his head. I just, wow. Chris Thunder Anderson said Malik doesn't look over 490. Okay. Harry said, I'm a man that knows talent, so I'm willing to push things that I see as good for the business. Still doesn't mean I agree with the evil plan that I see being devised by Brother Silas and his followers. You're being called evil again. I can see what you're saying, Brother Silas. I can see
where I'm coming from. You see this?
But I can see what you mean, and everybody's against you, man. Everybody.
It's an absolute witch hunt for no reason. For no reason.
I can see that. And Missy said too much info. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to our segment called Let's Watch You Promo. We're going to see what Brother Silas had to say. Tell me, I showed you part of the promo before we came on. Tell me what this promo was leading into, because I'm pretty sure the match is already over from this promo. But tell me what this promo is all about in the show that it represented.
So this promo was cut, well, if you wanted to call it a promo, it was a declaration of victory over Jet Morris after Malik destroyed him in the middle of the ring.
All right, there you go. So let's go ahead and watch Brother Silas do his thing and Malik and the whole group. So here we go.
I told everybody what was going to happen. I told them the reckoning was coming.
I heard him.
I've been telling you all, I am the Alpha. Malik is the Omega. The Reaper, Nick Fury, and the Blackheart, Tyler Storm. We put Jet Morris on the shelf. You might not see Jet Morris for a long time. And the blood is on my hands.
Jet Morris done went home so he can lick his wounds and cry like the little bitch that he is. You know what? Another night of dominance. Another night. Can we get any bigger? I don't think so. You know something? There's something right now I have to take care of. And that's Scotty Brooks. You've been coming up to Nick Fury's house for over 3 weeks now, and you think you can just reach in a man's refrigerator and take something without asking. You get killed in some places like that, but Nick Fury's just going to take you and take you to school. So, next week, Scotty Brooks, if you can show up, Nick Fury is going to whip your ass. I'm going to give you a title shot. So all you got to do is show up, Scotty Brooks.
And you can be the next to fall at the hands of the reckoning. I told you all judgment was coming. Meet judgment.
I don't think I want to meet judgment. I'm just saying.
So to give you a little context, that was done after the first encounter with Jet Morris. You see, after that moment, or before that moment, Mr. Morris decided to take it upon himself to put his hands on me.
Okay.
to which my son here made his triumphant return to the EPW arena and dispatched Jet Morris directly. Now, a couple weeks later, against EPW management's wishes, Jet Morris decided he wanted to come back and challenge this destroyer in a match, which lasted all of 2 minutes before Jet Morris was bleeding internally and left laying in the middle of the ring like a crumpled heap.
I'm going to have to get back there to EPW, man. That's all there is to it. I got to come see and witness what you're going through because I can sort of see what's going on here on my podcast, but I'd like to see it in person so I can get the full spectrum because, see, I'm not 100% convinced that you're 100% being honest with everybody. I'm not totally – I'm getting there, but – I'm not totally convinced. I'm just saying. I am not passing judgment at this time until I see you live, sir. That's what I'm saying. So,
honesty is my only excuse, Mr. Larson.
I got you. Gabriel said, no reason, bro. You literally brainwashed a guy. Sean Duffy said, talking to who? And I don't mean this sarcastically. I'm generally interested. Here's a new name to me. No shunt to your history. You're just new to me. This is Brother Silas from EPW. And go back, Sean, and watch the rest of the show, and you can catch up on all the history, sir. It's been a great time we're having right here. Sierra said, we pass judgment to no one, but also judgment is coming. Okay.
It's a play on words.
Oh, Dylan Childers, I love this question every time he brings it up. He said, I have a serious question. Are eggs a breakfast food? This is a wrestling podcast, sir. But if I'm going to pass a question back to you, why don't they call scrambled eggs fried chicken? That's a good one for you, too. But anyway, Gabriel said they're hypocrites. Now, there's the big H word, sir. I knew it was coming eventually, and there it is. I can see it in your eye that you're going to explain why you're not a hypocrite. Please tell us all why you're not a hypocrite.
You see, what that young man doesn't understand is hypocrisy means that you say you're following a path, but you do exactly the opposite of what you say you're following.
Right.
You see, I could say that I'm following a path of truth and righteousness.
I got you.
And if I didn't do that, then that would make me a hypocrite. But I am following the path of truth and righteousness and redemption.
Right.
And I am waging a war on everything that opposes that path. So no, I'm no hypocrite.
I got you. I understand. I'm beginning to understand. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to play a commercial real quick. Take a couple seconds break. If you need to go get you some water, go take a quick bathroom break or what have you. I'm going to play the commercial for #Truth. And then when we get back, we're going to play Name Drop with Brother Silas. I'm going to show him 5 people that he knows, and he's going to tell me a story, whether he likes them, don't like, whatever he wants to say about these 5 people. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial.
What is the podcast that brings you the best interviews from the world of independent pro wrestling?
You are watching #Truth.
Join Scott Larson as he goes into the personal lives of some of the hottest up-and-coming wrestlers, as well as managers, referees, and promoters. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Giving you something to invest in from the world of professional wrestling.
And that's the #Truth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and this is my favorite segment of the show. It is called Name Drop. I'm going to show Brother Silas and Malik. If he wants to get involved in this, he's more than welcome. I'm going to show him 5 people. We're going to start off with one of my really good friends, and I have managed this guy a few times, Zachariah Cutter.
Mr. Cutter is a phenomenal talent. Mr. Cutter is a Seems to be a good young man. Mr. Cutter is one I have my eye on. So, Mr. Cutter, if you're listening, you have a home if you want it.
Okay, I got. Oh my goodness, man. Dylan Children said, "Thank you, Gabe, because they're hypocrites." Gabe also said, "Righteous? You literally sent the guy to the hospital for internal bleeding. What do you mean?" Uh-oh.
That is called righteous victory.
Oh, and Luke, before we get to the next name, Luke's got a really good question from the bottom line. He said, "Would you ever put your beard on the line for one of your guys?"
I have complete confidence in everybody within the reckoning, especially this man beside me.
Okay, I
So
got you.
if I had to do some futile little game, then so be it.
Okay, and Luke Fury said, "Yo," and while we got Mr. Luke Fury here, you know, why don't we talk about somebody that Luke knows? Mr. Nick Fury. What do you have to say about Nick Fury, sir?
Nick Fury, the Reaper of professional wrestling. You see, I brought Nick Fury back to the EPW arena. I am the reason that Nick Fury came back and went on his crusade to be EPW champion. Mr. Fury is very aggressive. Mr. Fury can be crass sometimes. But make no mistake, Mr. Fury is a warrior, a proven warrior, and not somebody you want to be across the ring from.
I got you. All right, name number 3. I have been to 122 Builders Court Road many times, and every time I've been there, this guy owns the house. I don't care. You can say what you want. When he comes out, the pop is real. And I just want to hear what you have to say, Brother Silas, about Mr. Dump Truck.
Oh, Dump Truck. Myself and Dump Truck have a long history together, much, much longer than the time that we've both been in this business. Dump Truck knows his place. He should stay there.
Okay. I got you. Got you. We got somebody else in the house. We know him as Dusty Money. He said Boogie Woogie and Moonshine Express made Brother Silas cry, and Nick Fury's real name is, and I'm not going to say that because I don't do that thing. I don't do that, Mr. Dusty Money. But what I will do is I will give Brother Silas your name and let him talk about you. What do you think of Mr. Dusty Money?
So let me tell you a little story about Dusty Money. You see, when Dagon dropped the ball and caused me to have to stand across the ring from one of my childhood idols, it couldn't be just me and Jimmy Valiant. It had to be Jimmy Valiant and Dusty Money and Big Nasty and Jamie Purge, who was also a turncoat and a traitor. You see, Dusty Money has the pedigree. Dusty Money comes from a family of great warriors.
He does.
But unfortunately, Dusty wants to be on the side of those who choose to pass judgment against those who are not like them. Kissing babies and shaking hands doesn't get you very far.
Okay. Well, I might agree with you there. It's not everything. I'll tell you that. And I've been waiting. This guy I'm putting on here last because when you talked about him earlier, and I'm pretty sure your son is going to have something to say too because he's his partner, Mr. Ryan Mantis. What do you have to say about Mr. Mantis? The last
Ryan Mantis is the reason that my son is not sitting beside us right now. Ryan Mantis' time will come. And when that day comes, he will be nothing but another number to Malik.
and I'm going to enjoy it every minute.
I love it. All right, there you guys go. Without a doubt, let's get back to where we're normally at. Yes, name drop. Thank you guys for telling me everything. And man, I'm telling you, that went off without a hitch. I loved it. We're having a great show. Everybody in here is talking. We've got Luke Childers, Missy Childers, Luke Fury popped in, Dusty Money. Gabriel's been here talking to his dad the whole time and upsetting him. Sean Duffy, the West Coast Connection's been in here. Chris Thunder Anderson. Oh, my goodness. Cuties, decals, and more. They were here for a little while. Mary stopped in to say hi. What do you have to say to all of them, Brother Silas? Let me ask it this way. If they were to buy a ticket to EPW and come in, what would you tell them to look for at EPW?
What I would tell you to look for is look for the reckoning. Look for the real warriors. I don't employ weakness. I employ strength. And if I smell the least scent of weakness within my ranks, they're dug out like a splinter because it has no place in the reckoning.
I'm not laughing at you, sir. I'm laughing at Chris Thunder Anderson because he said I would love to give a shout out to all those at the Waffle House. he's got his game on today with jokes, man. Mr. Thunder Anderson is got it going on today. But Sierra's not letting loose, man. She has got a grip on this hypocrisy thing. She says, isn't that what you do? Pass judgment on those who aren't like you. I reiterate Gabriel's earlier comment, you're a hypocrite.
I don't pass judgment against those who aren't like me. I pass judgment on those. No, excuse me. I wage war on those who would oppose truth and redemption. That's what I do. It has nothing with them being unlike me. I'm no different than anybody else around here. I'm just on the right path. And those that don't want to take my path are in my way. It's as simple as that.
Wow, Harry Bernard Taylor's got a really good question. And thank you for coming, Harry. Appreciate you being on tonight. And guys, again, go check out Straight Up Wrestling Show on YouTube and on Facebook and everywhere else where their podcast is at. These guys do a terrific job. That doesn't sound good for Ryan. Haven't you caused enough destruction and chaos, Brother Silas? What's your end game? That's the question I want to know. Are you serving your own flesh by ruining the souls that serve you?
My end game, Mr. Taylor, is to see my mission to the end. That's my end game. My end game is complete and total domination.
Chris Anderson said, EPW, a great place to buy a hot dog. You go, Rhonda. Now, I will say EPW is a great place to watch professional wrestling. Great wrestlers out there. And yes, I do agree with you, Chris Thunder Anderson. It's a great place to buy food. Number one concession stand in all of South Carolina is at EPW, without a doubt. Miss Rhonda does a spectacular job over there. And I'm not, that's not even a joke. I'm telling you, I've eaten the food there. It is spectacular. And it looks like Malik has been there over there to visit it a few times too with the little bit of weight he's got on back there. So see, cheese fries are good as well. So there you go. But we're going to go ahead. Brother Silas, come back to Hashtag Truth anytime you want. Bring Malik, bring whatever members of your family that you would like to bring on. I have had a blast. I appreciate everything that you're doing, sir. Let me do this one more time so everybody can see. And we're going to talk about one more thing before we go, so don't take off. Ball Drop Beatdown, January 3rd, 122 Builders Court in Bowling Springs, South Carolina. You don't want to miss it. I think it's $15 front row, $10 general admission. You don't want to miss EPW, 122 Builders Court in Boiling Springs. Go out and check out the show. Look at all the superstars you see on there. And, of course, down in the lower right, you see the three men that Brother Silas and the two men he's been talking about all day. Also, Brother Silas, I know you don't like to toot your own horn, sir, but I have to show this because I think it is amazing. You are a nominee for Manager of the Year. What do you think about that, sir?
If anybody voting on this award has any education or smarts about them, it would be a landslide for me. But it's an honor. Thank you.
Harry Bernard Taylor said, great show, guys. Thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. Chris Thunder Anderson said, hi, Harry, and bye, Harry. And Missy said, I love Rhonda Jenkins and EPW. I do, too. It's been a while since I've been back there. I've been wanting to come. I just want to make sure my health is okay because it's all about the wrestling and not about a big fat man falling out in the middle of a show. So,
So, Mr. Larson, before we go away, I have to tell you, you all should be honored. You are the first to hear Malik speak.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, sir. Malik, if you ever want to come on #Truth, you're more than welcome. Bring your brothers on with you. If you don't want to do most of the talking, I understand that. You're a man of few words, but you definitely get the job done. And I've seen video. I haven't seen you in person yet, but I am coming. I am definitely going to show up and see you guys in person. Because like I said, I can't pass judgment until I see it personally. I've seen it on the show, but I want to see it in a wrestling ring. So apparently you are trying to change the world one wrestler at a time, and at the moment it's not working out too well.
It depends on your definition of working out too well. I have a great following.
I got you. Well, I'm going to end. Do you have something to say? You look like you got something to say, Malik.
But I heed one warning to Gabriel. You might be Silas' son, but remember, he's my father. So that means we're brothers, right? Remember, Cain did away with Abel. The only reason why you're still breathing is because he has not given me the order. Once he gives me that order, I will strike you down. So mind your tongue, stay out the business, and just go do what your little war dogs do or get put down.
Wow. All righty. Well, the last thing I'm going to say before I say goodbye is in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, there's a new podcast, Deathmatch Avengers. Go on YouTube. Check it out tonight. Luke Fury will be on at 8:15 tonight. They're going to be talking to Luke Fury. Go check them out without a doubt. And don't forget, go vote for Brother Silas for Manager of the Year. Without a doubt, we are definitely going to go over there and do some voting. Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Silas claims that he is just misunderstood. He knows what he wants, and he's going to get it, whether you like it or not. But you got to go to EPW to find out exactly what's going on and the whole story. And that is the #Truth. We'll see you guys at our next show. I can't even remember when our next show is. I've got so many booked, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all you guys for coming on #Truth and booking my show up solid. And Brother Silas, again, come back. We love to have you back on, even though we used the whole hour basically to argue with you. It's been a pleasure, sir, and we will see you guys soon.
All right.